Hi, it's Karen and I am back for another fiber update. I hope you're doing extremely well. Life is good here in the Borga house. I just pulled off the back of that coat that I've been weaving off the loom. And then I went through the process of cutting the pieces apart and sewing them. Not sure if you can see that on the machine. And I actually sewed this with 2 straight seams instead of a zigzag. Typically, they say to use a zigzag. Sorry, that's my heat press. It always makes that noise. And I did a zigzag on that coat that I, finished back in, October. And when I was doing the single crochets around the edge, the zigzag did not hold on to the fibers that were woven well enough, and I struggled. So this time I put 2 straight seams across where, oops, that was a test spot, where it ended. So hopefully I'm not going to have fraying. This is just where the seams weren't, where the stitching isn't. So, okay, my excitement is I have a heat press here. Let me show you. This is left over from when I used to make t-shirts from a different business. Excuse my messy basement, but if you have a messy basement, I love mine. I hope you love yours too. So what I was doing with this heat press is I am pressing my woven pieces now, and such a significant difference, especially with the pressure of a heat press and the heat of a heat press versus using an iron. And so I'm not sure if you can see the texture difference. But this is so much smoother. These are both of the fronts, and I did not heat press this yet. This is so much smoother. It has such a nicer drape to it. This just feels, this is the back sides, because there were, there's a lot of floats. Maybe you can see the different there. That looks a lot more significant. You can see the difference from the heat press. And so this really just feels like real material to me. So I am very excited to start cutting it up today. But I wanted to share with you just that I'm heat pressing this, and how I do that is I swing it open, and I'm doing this at 300 degree temperature on the iron, and I'm only doing it for 10 seconds. Boom. And I'm doing both sides. And I have found that heat pressing, like my kitchen towels that I make, oh, they put such a sheen to the cotton. So pretty. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's just so smooth versus, no, I don't know that you can see it so much. Well, maybe there. Yeah, it takes out a lot of the texture, and it's going to make it so it's going to be a lot more comfortable, because this is a coat and I'm not lining it. So it is going to be a lot more comfortable and smooth on my arms, on my neck. I was afraid that it was going to be so rough once I took it off the loom. that I was going to have to line the coat after all this work. But I am not doing that. And so I'm not pressing where I have my Gotland fringe. I want that still to be poofy. The Gotland fringe is this that I wove in there. This is going to go down at the hemline of the coat. So just wanted to share with you my excitement, because I was a little nervous about heat pressing it, I have to say. And I cut a piece off of one of the panels where I could see that I wasn't going to use that part of the fabric, and came down here and pressed it just to see what would happen, and yay, I'm loving it. So that is my update on my coat, and well, I'll get back to you when I have more progress, probably cutting the pieces apart. That's always a little nerve-wracking, right? When you're cutting your woven stuff, especially since I actually went to the farm and bought this fleece from the shepherd, and then washed it all and dyed it and spun it and, well, carded it, all that stuff. Then I wove it. So it's a little nervous to go, you know. So anyway, hope you're having a great day. Blessings to you. Be creative today.